everyone to Online Youth Exchange. My name's Sarah Vasca. I'm from Care About Climate, and I believe we've got some other people. Let's see. And in a little bit, we're going to go through some introductions so that all of you can introduce yourselves, and so that the other members of the management team can introduce themselves. All right.
All right.
Just a sec. So, if you're still not sure what the program is, Online Youth Exchange is a climate communication, it's a capacity building organization that started by Care About Climate and China Youth Climate Action Network in 2015. So it started during the lead up to the Paris Agreement as a way to improve relations between the U.S. and China. And since then, we've expanded to include people from all over the world. And last year, we had 60 participants from about 25 countries. This year, we have 90 participants from, I think, 18 countries. So we're growing, and it's a really cool way to get to know people from all over the world and talk about environmental work. A little bit about myself. I'm 22 years old, and I'm from Chicago in the United States. I'm studying sustainable management at the University of Wisconsin, and it's an entirely online degree. So currently I work in a restaurant full-time for my parents, and then I'm working on finishing my thesis to graduate in December. I love to travel, and last year this time I was in Brazil helping teach English at a church there. And then there's a couple people in this group who will be attending the UNFCCC climate, or the UN climate talks this November. So next month, in like a month and a couple days, people will be leaving to start heading to Bonn, Germany to discuss climate change there. And so this Online Youth Exchange program is a means of connecting youth across borders and trying to bring the sorts of discussions that happen at the UN climate conference to happen year-round, because it's not something that should be limited to a 2-week summit. It's something that we need to be talking about every day. And so that's why we started this program. So, as I'm seeing a couple more people hop on, I think it would be a great time to start with introductions.
Hey,
so, hey, Alan, do you want to introduce yourself first?
Yeah. All right. Well, do you want to wait for more people, or do you want to? Because it seems like a whole bunch of people are joining.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Let's give it a couple minutes. A minute or so. I'm going to respond to a couple of texts I got about whether it was starting.
I think the influx has ended.
Okay. All right. Then why don't you get started?
All right. Hi, all. My name's Amin. I'm from Malaysia. I've been an environmental activist for the past quite a long time. And in the last year, I was involved with the online Talking Youth Exchange, which it started last year. It ended about a few months ago, and it was an amazing experience. And this year, I'm back to help Sarah and the team in whatever way possible. So if you guys have any questions, maybe I can help get into.
All right. And then I'm just going to call you out in the chat and let you know that if it's your turn to introduce yourself, unless people just want kind of popcorn and start going. But I want to give everyone a chance to talk. What do you guys think? Does anyone want to start? All right. How about Kathleen starts, because she's the first face on my computer.
What?
Hi. Hi. Hi, I'm Kath. I'm from the Philippines. What else should I? What else should I say?
Maybe say if you're studying something or working on with an organization on a project, you can talk about that, and then say a little bit about what your interest in climate change is.
Okay, all right. Okay, I'm Kath. I'm from the Philippines. Currently, I'm taking my master's on Philippine studies. I'm a volunteer for 350 Philippines. My interest in on climate, and I'm interested in storytelling about climate change and storytelling about environmental awareness. I've been involved in 350 and doing videos for them. So I guess that's it.
Awesome, thanks. I see Kevin next. Oh wait, yeah. Yushin, who raised their hand, you can go.
OK，等我说话你不要说话。你说话我就来一句，打上他！我操，这人咋傻逼了呢？今天说什么 fuck you bitch。This。
Yushin.
这个听来是 bitch。
All right. Back to the original plan. How about Kevin? Can you introduce yourself? Anyone want to introduce themselves?
I can introduce myself.
Okay.
Hi, my name's Angel, and I'm from China. So I'm actually a high school student, and I'm very interested in environmental science, and I'm planning to do maybe chemical engineering in my college. I think it relates very strongly with environmental issue, and I'm currently writing about carbon neutrality. So carbon neutrality is definitely one of my choices. And I also write about the environmental impact about food waste. So maybe water resources protection is also one of my interests. And I'm very interested in intercultural exchange. I'm once the exchange students to America, so I'm pretty looking forward to this experience. And nice to see you all.
Thanks, Angel. All right, we've got our lineup. Kevin's up.
بتكلم عن النت دلوقتي والله ما فاضي طلعت ولا يطلع.
Kevin, can you introduce yourself?
Well.
All right, Muhammad, you go.
Okay.
You're ready.
Hi. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Good. First of all, sorry I can't let you see I cannot open the camera. It's all messy here in my house, so I'm not gonna show you my house now. Maybe later, okay? You still can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Good. Okay. I study civil engineering, and I'm taking this online course because I want to do masters after I finish in urbanism, and it's gonna be related to climate change, as we are facing a lot of problems related to it in Egypt. For example, in Alexandria. Alexandria is a big Egypt. I think last year in the winter, more than hundreds of people died, not because of the flood, because there was not such a strong flood, but because of poor urban planning. That's why I'm more interested in climate change, because it's affecting my country and also the world. And I hope it's gonna be a very interesting online course with you guys. Thank you.
Thanks, Mohammed. Oh, what a cute baby. How about Rehanya next?
Hi everyone, my name is from India. I am currently studying engineering on my second year, and I also why I'm doing is that I have yet got the experience to and I think this is
I will raise up my hand. You know, I watch you. Yes, I watch you now. So this guy now, this guy has given permission now to talk. So that's why.
Okay. And should I restart my introduction, or I'm confused as to what's happening right now?
Yeah, I think you can start your introduction.
All right. Okay. To restart everything that I've just said, I'm currently on my second year of studying mechatronics engineering, and this is the first time I've ever been involved in this type of activity, or I guess online thing. And why I have decided to do this, because, well, there are a lot of issues when there comes to environmental problems here in Indonesia, and I think this is a good platform for me to start off with.
All right, thank you. And thanks for repeating yourself.
Welcome.
Okay. Kevin is next. Let me find you so I can unmute you.
Hello.
Is Kevin still there? There you are. Hey, Kevin. Can you say something?
Hello, hello.
Oh, hi, Kevin. We can hear you.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. So should I do the self-introduction first?
Yep.
Okay. My name is Kevin Zhang. I'm from People's Republic of China. Now I'm living in Seoul, South Korea. I'm a student studying Korea University, majoring applied linguistics and culture contents. This year, I attend the 2017 International Youth Forum for International for Youth for Human Rights and UN SDG Sustainable Development Goals. It's very nice to meet you guys all. I really want to share different ideas and thoughts with you.
Then I said no. Okay. I'll take that. That's not just huh? Sit down. My voice, everybody shouts. I think because I went to message I don't if my man know it is okay now. Can you type my wife, can you type down your message? Can you type down your messages? Like they're asking me instead of me talking, I should say I type message right now. No.
小兵来了，哦，马上，刚好小兵来了，哦，操你大爷！啊！
All right. So so just to keep it so that we can all hear each other, please, everyone, have their microphones on mute unless it's your turn to talk, or you can. There's a button where you can raise your hand if you want to say something as well. And so for right now, I'll call on you, and you can let me know in the chat if you want to go, and then I'll make sure we get through everyone. But otherwise, we won't be able to hear anyone. All right. And Cherry is up next to introduce herself.
Hi, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yep. All right, now I can't hear you, Cherry.
Right now? Is that okay?
Yep, now you can go.
Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm Cherry from China, and I was a participant in last year's OYE program with my partner, Emily, who has introduced himself just a minute ago. Last year, we talked a lot about climate change, but also about the culture, our experience, our job, and our daily life. So it's a wonderful experience for us to exchange ideas in all different parts of our life. And even we met with each other during the International Youth Conference of Energy and Climate in July this year. I am now studying in the economics of environment and natural resources, but focusing my study in the economic effects of climate change. We run some models to analyze the effect of climate change on our life and on the different aspects of economics parts. So what else? Oh yeah, I've heard that from Sarah that a lot of us may participate in the UFCCC conference this year, so I'm looking forward to see you this year. Thank you.
Thanks, Cherry. Xin Yi is up next.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah. Also, I will start my introduce. I'm Xi, or you can just call me Joyce. I come from China, and maybe different from you, or actually, I am, how can I say, a freshman in this field because I never involved in such a program like this before, and I act as a volunteer of IOSEC in this summer, which held in Tianjin. And I think this field is quite interesting. And so I take this OYE program as the first step into this environment protection and the climate care field, and desire to have a good time with you all, and happy to see you guys. That's all. Thank you.
Thanks, Joyce. I don't have anyone who's wanted to go next. How about Abdullah?
I'm Abdullah Halmi from Egypt. I study in Faculty of Education in Suez Canal University and the Center of Europe for Climate Change and Sustainability Policy. I interested in studying climate change from 4 years in my country, in my faculty. I study in Faculty of Education section Geography. I'm beginning to interesting climate change because climate influence on everyone in the world and my environment.
This is my first time to attend this program. But I was witness process of the camp. I will come back to see. So this is just the reason why.
Wait, Abdullah, did you finish?
Yes, I finished.
Okay, thank you. Whoever just started talking, honor 6A. Now you can go. Sorry.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello, I come from China, and maybe my oral English is not also good. When I was young, I have witnessed the process that some adults will come back to see. So this is the reason why I want to spend so much time on this program, and I want to catch these opportunities to learn something from others and do something to change my environment surrounding me. That's all. Thank you.
And what was your name?
Sorry, my name is Chen Ruihuai, and this is my Chinese name, but I have an English name called Freeman, so I think you can just call me Freeman.
And then, could you repeat what you said a little slower?
What?
There are some people who didn't catch everything you said because you spoke a little fast. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. My name is Chen Ruihuai, but I have an English name called Freeman. So I think you can just call me my English name Freeman. I'd like to lead a free life. Thank you.
Thank you.
The voice here.
And then Maha is next.
Hello? Hello?
Hi.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, I'm Maha from Egypt. I live in a city called Al Bahira. It's next to Alexandria. So I'm a freshman in the pharmacy faculty, and I'm so interested in studying about climate change next to the university. So I'm started doing this 2 years ago, and I started the project about climate change and how to reduce its effects. That because I noticed about the effects of the climate change on the agriculture crops. So I started to get attracted to this topic. And here, this is my first time to join this such a club or such a program. So can you hear me or something or what?
Yes, I can still hear you, but I don't know what that sound was in the background. Right. Everyone can make sure they're on mute. It looks like everyone's muted. Okay. So you can keep going.
That's all I want to say.
All right. Thanks, Maha. Next.
Bye.
Do I see Bartholomew Allen? You're unmuted.
Now? Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Can you hear me now? Okay, I will start my introduction. I'm from China, and my name is Barry. You can just call me Barry. I wonder if you can hear me.
Yep, we can hear you.
Oh, okay.
Hi, Barry.
And then, yeah. And I'm a junior student in Northeast University, and my major is English. This summer, I went to Sri Lanka as a volunteer to protect the turtles there. And I have learned a lot of things about how to preserve.
Wait, now we can't hear you.
So you mean
no,
you
now
can
we
hear
can.
me before? Oh,
Yep,
okay.
and now you're back.
Yeah.
All right, keep going.
Yeah. This summer, I went to Sri Lanka to protect and research on the turtles there. And, so it raised my interest in the biology protection program. So I joined the OYE program for this year. And then I also learned some French as my second foreign language. So I think it can really help me a lot to open my mind in biology.
Can you speak up a bit?
I mean, joining the OYE program can help me open my mind in biology knowledge and climate change and language learning. Yeah.
Right.
That's all.
Thank you, Barry.
Thank you. It's nice to meet you here. It's really a good chance.
Thanks. Is it Yara? Yara Yang?
Yeah. Hello.
Hi.
Hello, my name is Yura. Yeah, I am now doing my master degree. It's my second year. I'm research about environment geochemistry. Actually, I want to involve myself in the climate change issue. Actually, I have to done something like doing my internship in CYCAN already now. And I think I better join a group and doing some study with other bodies, so it can push me into this issue. It's better than learn by myself. So happy to join your guys. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Thank you. David raised his hand to go next. David still there? Here you go. Hey, David. Oh, maybe. Where'd he go? David, are you able to turn down the music at all? It sounds like really fun music, though. I agree. I want to be dancing right now. But David, can you hear us? Okay, we'll come back to you, David. Subhash wants to go next?
Yes, can you hear me all?
Yep.
Yeah, hi everybody. My name is Subhash. I'm a social entrepreneur from India. To give you a couple of brief, we work with a very special communities back home here. We work with a lot of tribal and indigenous group of people. I come from a city called Bangalore, which is the southern part of Karnataka, and we work closely with tribal communities. Namely, they are called Soligas. Now, all the tribal communities, they have so much amazing practices, which gives which helps in preserving the nature and helps in a great helps in how to save environment. Now the way they do it is a very special way. Now every tribal community has their art form, their dance form, their music form. Now all the lyrics in the music is talks about how to preserve nature. Now their god, since India is a culturally rich country, all their gods is named after a tree, and all their song is like each individual songs speaks about a special tree or a special special nature characteristics. So we develop platforms for these communities where we use music as a tool or a medium to promote them to global level. So this time we took Soliga tribal musicians to Sweden, and they had and we collaborated with Swedish music to talk about nature and preserving climate. So I'm very excited to be a part of this project, and thank you so much.
Thank you, and thank you, David, for you typed out your introduction in the chat. How about Aisha? I know it looks. I think you just hopped on, or I can only just now see your face. But do you want to introduce yourself next? Aisha, can you hear me? Okay,
Me?
look.
Me?
Wait, I don't see who's just said me. Who's me?
Pero?
I can't see who's talking.
Okay.
All right. Oh yeah, you can go, Aaron.
Can I go ahead?
Yep. And then Emmanuel is gonna go. And everyone else should be muted.
All right. My name is Aaron Achuda, and from Kampala, Uganda. I study environmental science, and I'm in my third year. What we do in climate change is basically, or we teach communities about climate change. We mentor young children, youth about climate change, adaptation, mitigation, and science. So far, we have ambassadors in so many villages in Uganda here and also outside the country, who we engage them. And we have also developed innovations. And if you can see, our wastewater recycling, and also, let me do that one. About this is when we are talking to some of the communities about our groups in schools, like the clubs, about wastewater recycling, about the environment. That's what we do, environmental education. Another thing we do is about food security, about water, mostly connected to the areas of climate change. I think basically that's for the start. We can start with that, but again, maybe if time goes on, we shall be interacting more and more and more, and I will be telling you more about me, because right now we are in some conference on climate change, an African conference, and we are so engaged. I'm so tired, so I can't speak much. Thank you.
All right, thanks, Aaron. Next up is Emmanuel Youngie. And just for the sake of time, if you guys could try and be a little more succinct in your your introductions, just so we can make sure we get through everyone. Thanks.
Hello, everyone. My name is Emmanuel Youngie, and I'm from Uganda.
And you're in the same spot as Aaron right now, right?
Yes, we're in the same place, actually, with MICDAD. So I do study environmental sciences at Makerere University, Uganda, and I study environmental sciences. I'm also in my final year. So I'm passionate about the environment, and I have been working with a lot of organizations and volunteering with some of them about issues concerning the environment. So for now, I think that's all about me. Maybe we shall discuss more, so I give time for also people to introduce themselves. So I have Migda right now next to me, and his phone is not connecting to the internet. Maybe he can use my phone for introducing himself for the rest of them. Okay, thank you.
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
And how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you? My name is Badiam Zuramikdad Kadu. I'm a final year student of environmental science at Makerere University. I do study with the Angel Emmanuel and Achuda Aaron. We started up a community-based organization called Friends of Environment Uganda. In our organization, we do go out to the communities and we teach the people in the communities on how to behave with the environment, how to conserve the environment, and how to use the resources in the environment effectively so that they can meet the future people's needs, that is sustainability. Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm happy to be here with all the rest of the youth from other countries to learn and share with them what we've been doing and also learn from what they have been doing.
Awesome. Thank you. Thanks to both of you.
Thank
you. All right, Yushin, you can present now. I just unmuted you.
Hello, can you help me?
Thank you.
Can you help?
Thank you. Bye.
Eugene, can you help?
Yes, now I can hear you.
Okay. Well, I don't know how to put the photo down it instead of the video, and I have tried, but I have made some mistake. So the light image is not very good, but
I can see you.
Yes, yes, I want to introduce myself to you first. I'm a sophomore from China, Wuxi, and my major is industrial design. Maybe seems like not have much relationship with this kind of project, but there is a branch of our major named ecological design. Means that I want to do some design to save the energy or something. So I took part in this activity and hope to get inspired by our communication. And what I'm interested is okay. Maybe you can't
Thank
hear
you.
what I had. I'm sorry, I don't know how to control it. Should I keep tapping it, right? So
Keep
you can
tapping
hear my.
what?
Okay, thank you. I'm
Oh.
sorry, I will introduce you again.
No, we did hear you.
Okay,
Yeah,
thank you.
thank you.
Sorry, God. And I really want to take part in some activities like the electric cars and some maybe the by ecological design and furthermore, I heard that someone before said that he had participated in activity to protect the turtles, and I'm planning to do that this year. Yeah, thank you, and hope to have good communication with you. Thanks.
Thank you. Guang Wei is going to present next.
Me, Sarah. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Hello, everyone. My name is Guang Wei. I come from China. I'm a junior. My major is environmental science. I am a sunny, lovely, and cheerful girl. I enjoy helping others. So I was especially eager to be a volunteer and join the non-profit organization. I have many hobbies, such as sports, reading, writing, and so on. And this summer, I had the honor of joining the International Youth Summit on Energy and Climate Change in Tianjin. In the last few days, I have learned a lot about the environment, energy, and climate. Then, I participate in the China Youth Climate Adaptation Innovation Program organized by CYCAN. This is a project to go to Gansu province for the climate field research. In the process, I have a lot of harvest, and now, in order to join a OYE program, I'm also working hard to learn spoken English. So nice to meet you. Thank you. That's all.
Thank you. All right, Sally's probably just figuring this out, but I'm asking her to present next.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Hello everyone. My name is Liu Yutao, and you can call me Sally. I knew OYC from RSEC this year, and I'm falling in love with this organization immediately because I think it's very passionate and interesting. And I have been a volunteer last year to protect lake from being polluted by many rubbish. I think after joining in our sec, my interest in environmental protection have been totally inspired. So I joined in your guys to do what I really want to do. Also, I'm a freshman in this area, so I come here also to learn professional knowledge from all your guys. And I am the chairman of my school for foreign students union. So me and my friends have hold many activities with foreign students. So I think I really like to make friends with guys from all over the world. So hope to have a good time with your guys. Thank you.
Thanks, Sally. Is there anyone who hasn't presented? Looking through the list, it looks like everyone did. All right. Then the next part of the webinar, I'm just going to run through some of the tools that you'll be using throughout the program. So I'm going to share my screen with you so that you can see our website. All right. So onlineyouthexchange.org is our web address. And here we've got a couple things. So if you want to learn more about the program, you can go here, and it'll talk about the sponsoring organizations and how we got started a little bit. But the most important pages for you two are going to be the participant page and the resources. So we're going to start with the resources. On the resources page, you'll see our training calendar. So you'll see like today, today we've got the intro call, interviews, and let me know if there's something that's not clear. Right now, the events are shown in my time zone in Central Time. So if you're having trouble changing that around, let me know, and I can see if we can get it to show all the events in GMT. Next, we've got some online resources. These are PDF files and presentations, as well as different websites that you can access to learn more about different environmental issues. So like here, we're talking about the carbon market, Adopt a Negotiator YouTube channel, goes and does interviews with different negotiators at the UN climate conferences. Sustainable City Network is great if you want to learn about urban development and different topics within there. And they've got a wide range they've got a whole library of webinars. And then these are just more texts that might be useful to you as you're looking for a specific topics that you want to learn more about. Down here under past trainings, you'll see all our recorded webinars from last year. So if you want to learn, see more about how webinars usually run, you could click on one of these, or just if you want to learn about one of these topics. So here, I think it was Money Talks, I believe, was the one that Cherry and Amelin gave last year, if I'm not mistaken. That one was a really good one, if you want to look at that. So, and I think that this is 12 questions every activist hears is another written resource that you can use. And then further down, we've got some of the PowerPoints for those webinars. So all our webinars will be recorded. Oops. And they're all saved in a Google Drive folder. So you can pull them up and see more about them here. All right. And we'll be uploading more resources. If you guys come across a resource that you think would be relevant to others, share it with us and we'll get it on the page. The next page is our participant page. This is where we have our forum. You will be asked to sign in. So you'll be asked to create a login, and then you'll automatically be added to the membership. Right now, we have our introductions going on here, and so we're asking that everyone introduces themselves and just says a little bit about pretty much a little bit of what you said here. You can go into more detail if you want. And just say where you're from, your name if it's not your username, where you study or where you work, or what your interests are, and maybe something fun about you. All right? So every webinar we have, I'll be posting a new discussion question, and then you guys can respond to that. So if you're not able to watch the webinar live and you have questions about it when you watch the recording, then that'd be where you would go to make a comment or a question. When you want to add something to here, you can also ask questions to the group. So you'll hit add topic, enter your the title, and then write whatever you want down here. You can attach a file, so if you want to attach a photo or an archive, something, sorry, mine's in Spanish. But yeah, if you want to attach any file, you can do that. And then hit subscribe to this topic so that you can see if anyone else responds to you, and then you'll get a notification. And then hit save, and it will be published down here and be added to our list of topics. So, does anyone have any questions about the program so far? I wonder how to change it, someone said. Oh, changing the profile picture. Let me see if I can. I'll share my screen again. So at the top, there's an option to edit my profile. And there you should be able to upload a picture. And if that's still not working, then I will talk to our website manager and see if they're able to fix it. All right, Subhash asked, can we have the entire program structure, important dates and tasks to do? We'll be coming out with our the calendar for our first 3 months of the program in the next couple weeks. So I'll be sending you out a email asking you all to sign up with your, okay, the next email you'll get from me will have your partner names. So for the partnership aspect, we're going to put you in groups of 4, and then within that group of 4, you're going to have one group call each month, and then you can have individual calls with the people in your group. So you can decide amongst your group how to do that best to fit your schedules and just your interests. And some people you might be really excited to talk to and want to talk to more. And so you may decide to have one-on-one calls with each of those people each month. You can kind of rotate through and, okay, I'll have a one-on-one call with these 2 people this month and this person next month. Or you can kind of split up into 2 pairs and say, every month I'm going to talk one-on-one with this person, and then we'll come together for a group discussion. That one is totally up to you in terms of where you want to be connecting, whether it's on Zoom, on Skype, Facebook, WeChat, WhatsApp. Up to you. You guys decide, all right? And with your partners, yes. And so the main task that you'll be completing with your partners is you're going to be giving one of the webinars. So you're going to prepare you can prepare a PowerPoint if you want, or just prepare your talk on a different, Maha, you want me to repeat which part? So as a group of 4, you're going to be presenting a webinar to the group. And so that webinar can be on a range of topics. There are 3 different categories of webinars. The first webinar is on strategic activism. And so those webinars will be talking about how to engage better, how to communicate your message better, and just how to improve the way you interact with people when you're doing activist work so that it's more effective, so that you're engaging more people and getting your message across more clearly. The second type of webinar is a case study. And so the fun part about being in these groups for your partners is that you'll have people from different parts of the world, and you can do a compare and contrast analysis where you talk about environmental solutions that are being implemented in your communities. The most important part for a case study presentation is that you make sure it's something that's replicable. So last year, we're going to send that email out in the next couple days, Mohammed. So we had a really good example last year of one of these case studies. We had 2 people, one from Beijing, one from San Francisco, talking about bike sharing. And so they talked about how does bike sharing work in their countries, what sort of infrastructure was necessary, and what factors contributed to it being a success or a failure. So Beijing's a relatively flat city. It's really flat, and so bike sharing worked really well there. San Francisco, on the other hand, has a lot of hills, so not as many people want to or are able to bike in that city. And so they talked about those aspects as trying to get people into the thinking process of, well, would my city be a good fit for bike sharing? Would this be a potential solution to reducing our carbon footprint in the transportation sector? And so those are the things you want to think about if you're going to do a case study. Finally, the last type is more of an informational presentation about new research. And so you can look at and go in depth about the construction of solar panels and how they generate electricity, perhaps. Or maybe you want to talk about new data that was released by the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, the IPCC, who released their an annual report on the new climate science. We had a presentation last year, if you want to reference that, about, it was all the UN Food and Agriculture Organization data on deforestation. To answer Barry, yes, you only will present once per year, and the groups are divided based on your interests that you expressed to us during your interviews and in your application. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I missed. Oh, the last thing is besides the partnership groups, you're going to be split into another group for your mentorships. Oh, no, we will make the groups and we'll send them out to you. So we've got the group halfway done, and we're just finishing off the pairing, and you'll have that information soon. The last part is about the mentors. So we have 6 people on our OYE management team. Amalin from Malaysia, Pradeep from Nepal, Yamin, Yiru, and Rushu from China. And Yiru is based in the US right now doing a study abroad. And so between the 5 of them and myself, we're all going to be be splitting you off so that you can have one person that you can come to if you have any questions about the webinars, or if you need specific advice, or you're just looking to learn more and want to speak one-on-one with one of our experienced leadership team members. All right? So you're definitely encouraged to speak with your partners about anything and ask questions in the forum. But if you need extra help, you can always reach out to your mentor. So when we release your partners, we're going to let you know who that is. And the mentorship groups are divided geographically. So that will make it easier for the time difference. All right. So does anyone have any other questions? Sally, are you able to use the forum? That would be the best way to connect. Or you can connect. So for the primary mode of communication that all the official times and dates for our webinars, any information about things tasks that we're asking you to do, if we're going to send you to the forum, will be conducted through email. Any communication that you want to have among yourself can be done in the forum if it's for the entire group. We also have a WeChat group and a WhatsApp group that is in your hands. That's not something that we're going to be moderating so much. We want you guys to take control and take charge, really, of your learning. And so it's up to you guys to be sharing articles that you think would be interesting to each other, to be asking good questions and looking for that really deep information about climate change, about strategies, about campaigns, so that you can improve and become a better environmental activist. And our goal is that this group is the best group of environmental activists out there, that you're the most effective, and that you guys are able to share your knowledge with others. We've limited the group that's in our online youth exchange based on certain requirements, but that doesn't mean that you guys are the only people who should get this knowledge. And so we want you to share this. So if there's a webinar that is really impactful and you want to share that, go ahead. Send that link out to other team members, classmates, or friends and community members. If there's a resource that someone else sends you and you want to share it with us, go ahead. And then finally, we're going to task you with spreading this information by hosting offline webinars, or really just a seminar in your community. So the information that you present in your webinar with your group, it would be awesome if you could present that to your community as well. And if you do, take pictures, send them to us. We'll share them on social media. If you record it, we'll upload the recording to our website as well and put that in our resources. And those, of course, can be in your native language so that your community members understand as well. The last thing I want to add is that in the next couple of weeks, we're going to send out a little survey or quiz just to get an idea of what people's knowledge is right now and things that they want to improve on. So we're working on putting together a little survey that will be sent out probably via SurveyMonkey or Google Forms, and we'll send that out via email to you to complete. And then at the end of the program, we're going to send that out again and see how you've improved in those areas. All right. So we ran a little over on time today. We usually try and keep it to about an hour. So thank you all for your patience and for sticking around. If there are any other questions, feel free to ask. But otherwise, you guys are good, and you can go to bed if you're in China or Indonesia, or if you're on this side in the Western Hemisphere. I saw Amanda and Louise hopped on. Then have a great day. And if Amanda and Louise or anyone else who hopped on recently wants to introduce yourself, that would be awesome. And feel free to do so.
Hi, can you see me right now? Or
Yep.
Oh, okay, cool. So, hi, my name is Amanda Miles. I majored in Society and Environment at UC Berkeley, and I'm taking this course because I want to hear about global environmental issues abroad so that I can keep the discussion going here at home. So, very brief.
Thanks, Amanda. Luis, you want to go?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yep.
All right. So, hey, I'm Luis. I'm more into the engineering environmental part of this discussion, and I'll be glad to hear about everything. I graduated from Western Michigan University back in the Michigan area with an engineering degree, but I'm glad to hear from you about everything you guys have in mind about your countries, your cultures, and how you solve your problems back with this problematic of the environment.
Thank you. And you're from Dominican Republic? And Luis went to a school with my sister. So that's how
It's very fun.
we got in. All right, thanks you too. It looks like there are no other questions. So I'm gonna let you all go so you can get on with your days or get to bed. But thank you so much everyone for joining, and I look forward to more conversations with you all. Thank you. Have a great day or night. Bye.